Can a quadriplegic be on a GLP-1? Well, I'm here to answer that question. And the answer is yes. Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a quadriplegic, been one for over 32 years. I'm a power wheelchair user. I cannot walk. I cannot stand. And this is my journey on being on a GLP-1. I have had a problem with weight for a very long time, since my injury back in 1993. And you know, I had to go through a mindset with food and my body. I would still eat the way I did before my accident, and it didn't dawn on me, I'm not moving around. So if I'm not moving around, if I'm not burning these calories, and if I'm eating a bunch of calories, then it's going to show up. And boy, did it. It showed up on my stomach. I carry all my weight on my stomach. It's funny. I like to take pictures a lot in my line of work. I am a broadcast journalist. I am a content creator, and I'm also an accessibility consultant. Paul Amadeus Lane. I am an accessibility consultant. I work with the tech world and the gaming world to make their products more accessible for ones like myself. And I am also a brand ambassador. So I take a lot of pictures. People see me a lot. And I love taking pictures until I see them. And when I see them, I'm like, whoa, what is this? What happened? And there I am. And you'll be noticing some pictures that I'll be showing throughout this video right here. Just a brief introductory video about myself and my new journey on the GLP-1. I was at the biggest weight right at the start of COVID. And if you notice in these pictures right here, I was living large and in charge, wasn't I? And I decided to do something because during COVID, all we would do was what? Eat, watch TV, and do some other things. So about, I want to say, December, I said I needed to do something and do some changes. So I decided to look into like keto. So I started doing a low carb way of life, and I actually lost some lbs, as you can tell in this picture right here. And things were going good up until November of 2021. That's when I lost my pops. He passed away. And it just kind of threw me off my game. I would try to get back on, but then I would fall off. I did one of those things where, I'm only going to cheat this weekend. That weekend turned into a week. The week turned into a month turned into many months. And so it's been a struggle, a real struggle for me. And for you out there who struggle with weight loss, especially if you have a disability like myself, you know how difficult it is. But we can't give up. And that's the thing. We may not know there are things out there that could possibly help us, but you have to check with your own healthcare provider. But what got me on my GLP-1 journey was I got back from a business trip this January. I was in Vegas. I was working out there for the Consumer Electronics Show, doing interviews and moderating panels. And when I came back with a cough. And this cough would not go away. So I went to my doctor, and my doctor actually has a wheelchair scale. Got on the wheelchair scale, and my healthcare provider was like, oh no, we got to do something about that. I was like, what? She said, you gained almost 30 pounds since the last time I saw you a few months ago. And I was like, I just went there to get something for my cough. And so I was hesitant about it. At first she wanted to put me on Ozempic, but she was like, my insurance may not cover Ozempic for just weight loss. So it took her about 2 weeks to figure out what my insurance would cover for me. So she put me on Zepbound. So I started taking Zepbound February the 13th, my first injection, 2.5. And when I found out I was getting Zepbound, I kind of looked at this drug because I didn't know anything about it. I knew about Ozempic because all the commercials, Ozempic. But I didn't know nothing about Zepbound, so I did my research and everything and found out that it was specifically a GLP-1 for weight loss in ones who have OSA, obstructive sleep apnea, which I have. I have both. When she weighed me, I weighed in at 348 pounds. So I'm 6'5.5" ish, 6'6". So I was just kissing that 40 BMI. 40 BMI is dangerous for anybody, especially for someone who's a quadriplegic in a wheelchair. So that was a wake-up call for me that I need to start changing my mindset. So I've been on, I was on 2.5 milligrams for 2 months, and I had my first injection of 5 milligrams last week. And it was fine, no side effects or anything. And I think I'm kind of going to hang out in the 5 milligrams for a minute and see how good or how well my body does on that. You know, I've been checking out a lot of YouTubers out there who are on GLP-1s. Shout out to Charles, the round mound of Zepbound, Taisha. You know, I love your content. You know, your journey is amazing, and others out there that my mind is escaping right now. The Countess of Shopping. I like watching her too because she has some really good insight. I love it every time. You know, she does a YouTube, she gives her flowers out. She said, I lost 106 pounds. I've been on, a GLP-1, I think, for 2 years. So, Countess, I ain't mad at you. I'll do the same thing once I lose my 100 pounds. But I just wanted to have this introductory video about me and my journey. I'll be sharing some more videos. But I wanted to share with you at my biggest, I was almost 400 pounds. And when I weighed in about 6 weeks ago, I lost 6 pounds. I'm pretty sure I lost more weight, but it's hard for me to weigh myself because I can't stand. I need a wheelchair scale. Wheelchair scales are not the easiest to put in your house. They're huge. They're big. I'm currently working with the tech world to see if there's a way we can put together a wheelchair scale that it's light and compact and don't take up a lot of space. Because of not being able to weigh myself over the years, that's why the weight creeped up on me too. Even though I should have been smart enough to see, hey, that 4X that you're wearing is tight. I should have found out then, but I wasn't thinking. But one thing I do notice about me being on Zepbound is it helps out with the food noise. So I'm looking forward to sharing more content with you about my journey. But if you have any, advice about my journey, or if you are a disabled person in a wheelchair, quadriplegic, or someone who can't walk, and you've been on this drug, a GLP-1, let me know some of your hacks that you have done. But I'll be sharing insight on my what I'm eating, my exercise that I do. But just an introductory video. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Some of you know me from working in the media, content creation, and being a brand ambassador. But now you know me as a GLP-1 patient right now. So thank you so much. This is how I end all of my broadcasts and every time I sign off. I always say this. I want to say this to you too. Stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, I love you all to life.